Good morning, my friends. It is Friday, July 31st, last day of July. Summer's flying by, isn't it? I remember the last day of second grade for me at St. Mary's. I was hit right between the eyes with a cold reality. Was walking down the stairwell at St. Mary's, and I turned to the kid next to me. It's the last day of school before the summer. I said, "Isn't this great now? We get half the year off." So what are you talking about? I said half the year is school, the other half of the year is summer. He goes, oh, no, no, no. It doesn't work that way. I said, we have school 9.5 months, summer 2.5 months. And I fell against the wall. I felt like I had been stabbed. I was like, are you kidding me? Cold reality. But the summer's moving by, so let's make the most of this August. In the gospel today, Jesus tries to do some preaching at his home synagogue, and the people there are very critical of him. They're saying, who is this guy? Isn't this the carpenter's son? Don't we know him? Who does he think he is? And the message Jesus says is, no a prophet is honored everywhere except in his home place. And basically, if that happened to Jesus, it's going to happen to all of us. When I was in the seminary, for one retreat, we had a priest come, and he gave a great retreat. He was a real biblical scholar. He had written in the famous Jerome Biblical Commentary. He had written the article on Leviticus. And he had written many books. Well-respected scholar, and we thought this guy walked on water. And then he became a member of the faculty at the seminary. And then, after we had him for a couple courses, we were with him day in and day out in the dining hall. We heard him preach all the time at Mass. And it went from us idolizing him, and then we became very familiar with him, his habits, and we went from thinking, wow, this guy is amazing, to, after a while, oh, will he ever shut up? So what happens when we become familiar with people? We tend to become a little bit critical. So if it happened to Jesus, it's going to happen to us. So what's the best thing for us to do? Just exactly what Jesus did. Move around a lot. Get out there. Go to different circles. Establish relationships in different areas. Spread ourselves out. And if we can do that, we're not going to be, disrespected the way Jesus was in that scene and that poor professor was at the seminary.